my streams up, just FYI.
Sounds good.
So no saying passwords or telling anyone how shitty Bergwall is as a platoon medic.
Excuse you, but we both know he's the greatest.
Nah, I love Berg. It's a shame he's gone to fucking Havoc 3 because then he doesn't fill in for 4-3 anymore.
Oh, dude.
I know.
Yeah, that's
many
gonna
sad. So many sad. But
no, I don't know.
He's a good medic, so it's a good.
Yeah.
Glad he got to progress up.
Yeah, I was just about to say it. No, never mind. They're just talking on 3-1.
Yeah,
I mean, fucking 1-2-3-0.
Yep, Platoon Net's gonna go pretty constantly. The biggest test is sending out fire missions while Platoon Net is raring away in your ear.
Oh god.
Yep.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is, I'd rather have Berg as my medic than by my side on mortars.
Oh yeah. Berg's pretty freaking cool. So I swear this is Havoc 3's like favourite place to train. Pretty sure the last 2 trainings I've done with them have been here.
Wonder why.
Forests are dicks. Because you can see through them, kind of. Just gonna go for a walk. I'll be back.
Sounds good.
Alright, everybody counted for? We all good? Why are there still people at the boxes?
3-2 actual is still, I think, getting a private PV1's let out set.
Alright.
What you guys doing out? Everybody else, school circle.
2 Romeo, backup comms.
Alright, everybody school circle, let's
I
go,
would
let's
have
go,
liked to
let's
help
go.
you, but it only gives me an 80 ball.
He's back on comms.
Alright, stand by until everybody's here.
This is Smith by checking quick C 132 that one over.
I'm carrying Greek. Thank you.
Alright, looks like that's everybody. Alright, Sergeant Ricci, take it away.
Alright, gentlemen. Welcome to our monthly scheduled platoon training. Tonight's training is reacting to contact, fire maneuver. Now we know a big portion of what we do here is to react to a contact and then send our forces to go fuck their night up, or their day up, or their afternoon up. I don't give a fuck. But the sense is, since we have started a new cycle, all squads are currently on a training cycle, and that training cycle will reflect on the platoon level as well. So today's focus is that, but on a platoon level. So we will be focusing on fire maneuver, react to contact, and formations. Now there are some little minor things that you guys got to break down within your squads, and that will be PID and targets and communicating that through. One of the things that I notice a lot of people do is they'll pull out their gun, start firing, and not communicate what the fuck is going on. Now it's simple. Shoot. Got a squad size element to the west, coming down, and then your team leader will send it up, and it goes up to the squad leader, then the squad leader sends it up to platoon, then we send it up to our beautiful guys up in company. Anybody tracking?
If I'm...
Roger, sir.
Alright, now one of the things that needs to be pointed out is the 3Ds. Anybody tell me what those 3Ds are?
Distance, direction, and
Description.
description.
Description, yes.
There we go. I don't want to hear anybody fucking laughing about something. All right. Now, in that sense, you gotta use those 3Ds when calling up stuff. Now, sometimes you could be more fluid with it, but 9 times out of 10, I always try to say, get the most important D out. And what is that important D? Anybody can tell me?
Direction, sir.
Direction.
A firm direction. I don't want to know it's a squad and I have no fucking direction where the fuck they're coming from. I tone in as a squad as soon as you tell me, hey, is that this? Now, some people have it to multiple ways where they can tell that, but the main way that I usually give a direction is just a cardinal. So say if it's just north, if I can't get my fucking compass up or my micro dagger tagged up in time enough to get it, I usually just throw out a direction and say to the northwest. 9 times out of 10, that gives you a great radius of where the fuck they're coming from. Then that next one could be the distance or the description. I usually say the distance because 9 times out of 10, if I can get the direction and the distance, I could pretty much know what the fuck it is at that point, and I can start suppressing it if it's a threat to us. So make sure you're properly using those 3Ds, and that falls all the way up to a company level. That we still constantly use those 3Ds whenever we are in combat. Alrighty. So that is the basic portion. I want you guys to focus on your levels. Sergeant Laurie is going to go ahead and break it down on reacting to contact on a platoon level. Take it away, Sergeant Laurie.
Thanks, sir. Alright. Well, you're all drilled on react to contact before. You all should know the basic principles of how one should respond when somebody's pointing a gun and shooting at you. So, imagine a scenario: you're patrolling your lovely way down the road somewhere, and suddenly some ass bag pops out with an AK-47 from the woods and starts shooting at you. What is the first thing that you do?
That is a negative from
Return fire.
Don't have a Discord set up. I hang out on the
Get
few
cover
other
from
Discords,
deck.
but not one of my own.
There's cover, get to cover. There's no cover, then get to concealment. There is no concealment, put your dick in the dirt and pop smoke. Now, what is the second step? What do you do next?
Communicate, sir.
Kind of.
Not quite.
Shoot back.
Maybe else.
Return fire.
There we go. Pinpoint target, return fire. Achieve fire superiority. So, first, you make yourself small, you organize yourselves, get to cover, then you start returning fire till you overwhelm the fuckers, and then, what do you do next?
You call it up, Sergeant.
Well, communication goes in hand with all those steps, but what is the most important thing you need to do after you've got behind cover and after you started firing up on them?
Neutralize the target.
Flint,
all right.
Target. Set on line of
Neutralize the target, so you maneuver on it. So, you maneuver onto the next target based upon the senior's call. If you're not fuck already,
so
90% of the time we're going to push into the contact and take it out. So, basic 3 steps. Get to cover, achieve fire superiority, maneuver and eliminate. That's it. And communication goes in hand with all those steps. You yell out contact, you get to cover, try to figure out where it's coming from as quickly as possible. Team leaders, squad leaders, organize their fire teams or squads respectively to cover and maneuver whichever element might do what. So you set up a covering element and a maneuvering element, and that goes on every level within a fire team, within a squad, and even on platoon level. So platoon level is a patrol takes contact. One squad immediately that takes the first contact or gets the lead thrown at them first immediately becomes the covering element. And then it's up to the squad leaders to communicate amongst each other to figure out who is going to flank and maneuver. And finally neutralize the target. So, do any of you have any questions about how a platoon or any element should react to contact. Nope, outstanding.
All right. Good, Sergeant Lloyd. Thank you, Sergeant. All right. So, Sergeant Lloyd broke it down in that sense. Now, the most important thing is the fire and maneuver. That is the biggest thing we need to do. We have to achieve that fire superiority over the enemy so we can have our friends go fuck their day up. So, can anybody tell me what is that first element's responsibility as soon as they take that fire?
Set up a base of fire. Communicate location
Okay.
segment.
Set up a supportive position.
Yes. Good job. Set up that supportive position. Now, the reactor contact falls in with that, but then setting up that supportive position. Now, that will be the supporting element. Now, the supporting element's responsibility can be firing straight and that straight path to the enemy, or sometimes they can be an element that watches from the rear, protecting our flanks. At times, we usually don't do it because our flanks are usually always clear, but there have been situations in the past where we've had to put a support element to the rear. Now, it's 4 squads. Now, can anybody tell me what squad is usually the supporting element at all times?
One that takes first contact.
Nope. Can anybody tell me?
3-4, Sergeant.
3-4.
There we go. 3-4. 3-4 is not
Come on, guys.
technically
This is
maneuvered,
fucking
but they are not a maneuvering element. There's a base. There are
elementary.
what we call our support by fire motherfuckers all day, every day. So
Sergeant Richie's in
are
such a good mood. Let's go.
our fire superiority. And anybody can tell me why they are fire superiority?
They got a massive 240B, Sergeant.
That is
Yeah, well,
wrong.
he's got
They
a-
got the big black dick of freedom. That's what we call it.
Hey,
Nice one.
Basically.
That is what we
so-
call it. You don't call it that. Call it the. Go ahead, stand up, Sergeant. Show them that big dick. There we go. See, that is what it is.
Mine's bigger.
Don't lie to yourself.
I know. Sorry.
Mine's real.
All right. Now,
Oh man.
all right. Now, when you are doing that, now when 3-4 is laying down that fire, the communication has to go up between elements. So, in the event if we have 4 squads, we're not going to send 3 squads to flank on the enemy. 9 times out of 10, we'll just leave 2 squads as a supporting element, or as a supporting element watching the front, or 1 squad, 3-4 watching the front, putting down hate, discontent, while the other squad is watching the rear and protecting some of our flanks if the enemy decides to have another element that is moving on us. Now, when that is happening, 3-4 or that other supporting squad is communicating to the assaulting squads or squad. Hey, we see a good movement for you to move left or right. And they will say, okay, the enemy is at this marker. Now, this is very important. The 3Ds is where this comes into play. Now, squad leaders, your responsibility is to get those blue force markers up if you can. If you can't, give a grid. We should all know how to take off a grid and go from there. Now, by that time, whoever that squad leader is, his fire team leaders should be moving and him trailing and him actually telling them where they're going and how they're getting there. But not in the way of, hey, micromanaging. Let your fire team leaders be what they are. They're go-getters, they're fucking haters, and they want to kill the enemy. So give them the general width of where the enemy's at, and they should know how to take it from there and eliminate that fucking target. Now, as they're moving, the supporting element is continuously laying down fire on the area. Now, when the assaulting element becomes in the area, they have the choice of flanking the enemy from their side, head on, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, you will never do a fucking head on because friendlies are already shooting directly in their fucking way. Now, that assaulting element has to communicate with that supporting element. Hey, shift fire left or right or whatever direction. And they have to shift fire. That means you shifting. And then when they call the order lift fire, I don't know how many times that has come over the net and someone has said that and no fire was lifted or no fire was shifted. So guys, when your squad leaders, your fire team leaders say those words, immediately snap to it. Okay? Everybody understand that?
Yes, Sergeant.
Hey, focus, Sergeant.
All right. So in the basic sense, I'm breaking this down in the most simplest terms. 1 takes fire, 1 communicates, 1 starts moving, One tells the other we're on point, and then they continue to move. Now, there are more specific areas of this that will be covered in the training, but I want to get to that to the actual drill size. Now, can anybody tell me one of the most important things when we're moving we should be doing at all times?
Watching the sector, so.
Affirm. Now, when we're watching our sectors, we have to know where the enemy is, where the location is. And by us knowing where the enemy is in location to us and how the enemy is possibly set up, that allows us to determine what formation we should execute for that. So, there are 3 formations that I'm going to focus on today. And those are going to be platoon wedge, platoon column, and platoon online. Can anybody tell me what's a platoon wedge? And I want to go ahead, someone put a C in Q in chat. I don't want people just shouting out on that one. Sergeant Loster. I can't hear you, Sergeant.
Platoon wedge would be a, oh shit. I was about to say squad wedge. Would that be the squad in front is in a wedge, as in the first fire team is in a wedge, the team behind it is in a diamond, and then the platoon wedge. Wouldn't it be, I believe, like a series of echelons and diamonds behind them to cover different flanks and everything?
Somewhat, not all the way, but a platoon wedge would be, it's considered where we have 2 squads in the middle, and then we'll have 2 squads on the flanks. Right. So they're trailing behind. The 2 squads that are trailing, that's on the flanks, will be trailing behind. Usually no more than a good 75 to 100 meter gap in between that on the flank sides. If I'm wrong, Sergeant Lowry, well, what's the name? But it's usually that much of a gap between the squads, no more than 75 meters. Sometimes as the terrain collapses in, it gets morely compact in that way. But in that sense, one second, guys. What the fuck? Okay. But in that sense, the maximum of a platoon wedge is used like when we know what the enemies is present, but we don't expect the contact. We will go into a platoon wedge in that sense. It allows us to make contact. If we do, it's set up to allow us to make contact with a small element. So like a squad size, 2 squads, and we come out on materials because we can have the flanks covered on either sides and we could take them. So we have mostly all our sides covered except for our rear. That's the only position we really don't have covered, so that's where most of our firepower is not. But we have firepower, we have number of firepower to the front and to our flanks. So remember that in that situation. It's usually when that formation is used, when we know contact is likely, but it's likely with a small force, really small force. All right, can anybody tell me what platoon column is?
Bunch of squad columns stuck together.
Right, guess I don't got any goers. Sergeant Petco. What is a platoon column?
Platoon column is usually generally a staggered column of 1 squad leading the column, such as majority of the time it is 3-1 followed by 3-4, then 3-2, then 3-3. Does everyone know what a staggered column is?
Affirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty,
Good.
sweet. So does everyone get the concept of a platoon column? It's pretty much just an extended staggered column.
Okay. And Corporal Harmon, can you let me know in the platoon column what is a squad? What formation a squad should be in within the platoon column?
In a platoon column, sergeant squads are usually in squad columns inside the platoon column.
Now, communication amongst the squad leaders will go in and usually do it and say, hey, we got this side, we got that side, we're watching this, we're watching that. You can communicate all that shit, good shit. But 9 times out of 10, we're watching all sectors with a platoon column. It doesn't allow the maximum firepower to the front. It limits that, but it allows us to maintain firepower to our flanks. Our rear, 9 times out of 10, is not allowed firepower, a lot of firepower on that side. So those are one of our go-to formations when we're traveling over long periods, and we don't believe the enemy contact is possible. But if it is, we can move on it. 9 times out of 10 with a platoon column, the way Sergeant Pecco is set up is for reasons of, as I said, as the fire maneuver. The first squad gets into contact, they get online, they start shooting. The fourth squad comes up right behind, on the side of them, starts engaging. In the event that third squad can start maneuvering, that fourth squad can start maneuvering as well. If in the event that the fourth squad is ordered to move. Now, in this event, some of you guys may be wondering, well, where does the platoon sergeant and the platoon leader usually falls into these elements? 9 times out of 10, when the maneuver element starts maneuvering, the platoon sergeant will follow. The platoon leader will stand by with the support element. Now, that's fucking varies because, we have a lot of trigger-happy, platoon leaders, so, we have to just let them have their fun too. So, now they're not trigger-happy. Let me just rephrase that. They're just passionate. There we go. All right.
They're just passionate.
So in those sense,
Classic.
does everybody understand those two formations before I get into the last one?
Yes, Sergeant.
FM Sergeant.
Hey, First Sergeant.
First Sergeant? Who the fuck called me First Sergeant? I know. Fucking thank you. I don't want that much responsibility. All right. So, can everybody let me know, is formation set in stone? Does every squad have to be in that specific order within formations?
Nope.
That's a shout out of a yes or no.
Negative, sir.
Negative.
Hey, firm. Don't get into your mindsets that formations are fucking always set. They're
I
flexible.
always want to fucking with you when I say over and out.
What?
I can hear you over there, motherfucker. Alright. So, in that sense, remember that they're all flexible. You can move any squad, any place. But the one thing that is not flexible, and I want this to be fucking known to everyone, 3-4 is never a lead element or a fucking trail element. That is never happens. Can anybody tell me why they're not one of those?
They're just structure and weapon systems aren't ideal for those kinds of.
Corporal Harmon, did you hear us, Specialist Tanio?
I really didn't hear him.
I didn't hear anything, Sergeant.
Yeah. All right. So, Specialist
You
Tanio,
want
speak
3-4
for
to
this.
be. You want 3-4 to be your maneuver element. Therefore, you don't want them to be your squad or your lead element. You don't want them to be your rear element because it'll take them too long to maneuver.
They're not a maneuver element. They're a support.
Support element. Apologies.
Yep, they're a support element. I know what you were trying to say there, Specialist. All right, someone was Sergeant. My fucking chat's cutting off.
Sergeant Taylor.
Taylor, go ahead, Sergeant Taylor.
Thank you, Sergeant. I just wanted to add what Donahoe said and add that the thing is you don't want to put your big weapons at risk of being eliminated because that pretty much slows down the entire platoon if that happens.
There we go.
There we go. All right, I've seen there was a private that put something in it, but I didn't catch the name before.
I believe it was Private Coble.
Oh, Private Coble. You had something? Why didn't stand up?
Yeah, Sergeant, I was just going to reaffirm what Sergeant Taylor said.
Oh, okay. Good job. All right. So, last formation, last but not least, is Platoon Online. Can anybody tell me why do we use the Platoon Online? On.
When we firepower, when
Go ahead, Corporal.
Terrain.
Yes, Sergeant.
Okay.
Since when you're a corporal?
Thank you, Sergeant. We move online if we need to clear out an area such as woods. Allows for one sweeping motion to clear out the whole area.
A firm. Good fucking job. Now, there are other reasons why we use
Three might
Platoon
get it.
Online. Platoon Online can be used in the event that we know the enemy's to our front and we want to get the maximum firepower to suppress their ass and get them down, head down, or whatever. Now, there is maneuvering on us, on our part, to what's the name, but we do not break ranks. And does everybody know what break rank means? I guess so. All right, we do not break ranks in this. The movement should be slow, controlled. It is the hardest to control because it's Arma, but it should be slow and controlled to where you're moving. This order usually will come from the platoon leader or the platoon sergeant when moving. Now, as some of you may know, there are two variants to a platoon online. There is the platoon online with the squads in a line. That means that the maximum firepower is to the front. That means we want to fuck the enemy up. That means mostly, I believe it's the front squad should be in, I would say, a wedge. The front squads are all in wedges, and I believe I'm considered, and that's allowing the maximum firepower to the front. And with the platoon online, with the squads and columns, that's what it is, squads and columns. So pretty much in that sense, you were all moving online and basically trying to suppress the enemy and get their asses down in that sense. But just make sure when you're doing them, the situation allows you to move directly online to get the enemy. We usually don't do them in heavily forested areas because we all can't move online. But I've seen it be done as in fields of this size, in towns, like big enough towns where we were exfilling. So those are those situations. Sergeant Lurie, you got anything to add to us?
Not at this time. Sorry, Richie.
All right, gentlemen. All right. So we're going to put these formations into practice, do a quick little dry form of it. I want to go out here to just to the south and practice these real quick. Since we don't have a lot of numbers, we're going to do this as we can do as best. First formation we're going to execute is platoon column. I want the squad leaders to communicate on where they're going to be at in the column and them setting their guys up. Let's move it out, guys. This is not live fire. All right, let's go, guys. Oh, somebody had a question? Hold, Corporal.
Yeah, thank you, Sergeant. Just a quick question about the platoon line. Would it be, is it preferred if, so say the middle squads in the line are online, but then the squads on the outer sides are in a wedge to help protect our flanks on either side, Sergeant?
It has been done. I've seen it done. Like I said, it's hard to set up. It's one of those things like, it's hard to get it in place where everyone is perfect, but we try to get it to where we're protecting all sides in that sense. But it's really hard to properly set up all the way.
Roger that, thank you, sir.
No problem. All right, let's make our way, guys.
Making my way downtown.
Shut the fuck up. If you continue it, I will NJP your ass whoever's singing. I'm the only one that sings in this damn platoon.
Damn.
All right, let's go.
And not very well.
They're singing loud.
Roger.
Say it again. Yeah, I'm having fun.
Oh, we're just gonna take this slow to give them a chance to get themselves sorted, and then we're gonna buddy up with HG.
Taking the right flank for 3-1.
Roger.
We sort of need them to get themselves together first, and then we'll just slow in the middle.
We're going to be pointing this out to the southwest. 3-7 is going to be taking over comms for platoon. Have a good one, boys. Alright, so you.
Alright, Alpha and Delta on my left, Bravo Charlie on my right. Do one man, giant squad wedge.
Platoon column.
Oh, he's over there.
Are we not doing column?
Yeah, I'm moving over here. There's too many people.
Same.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, pretty much. Apparently we're doing platoon column. I'm confused, but okay.
You're gonna be...
What? Sergeant Lurie.
Oh my god.
What? Did you just say 3 in the front and then 3, 4 behind?
There's a lot of confidence you have this specialist.
That's
right. Oh no.
Okay.
This is why we're standing here and letting them get sorted.
Roger.
Alright,
We are?
go ahead.
Okay.
Think I have time for Ofcom?
Go for it.
Ofcom on mic.
I read you the image on 31.1.
All squads, 3-7, go ahead, push yourself towards the southwest on the tarmac.
What's your call sign?
Get your formations up.
Yep, they're making the decision. I'm letting them decide on their own to go and get it done.
We're gonna be in a wedge.
Baby them for everything.
For us,
Alright, hold. Who the fuck is confused? What's the stuff
behind you to the left?
Alright, listen.
Ready
This
when
is
you
how
are.
it is. Everybody bring it in.
Oh, never mind.
Alright.
Bring it in.
Alright. Squad leaders. Remember,
Really?
when you get the order of a platoon column, you fine tune it to your squad. So now it's not a platoon column. You can say on your radio, alright 3-3, we're forming into a platoon column. We are going to be in squad wedge. Heavy left, heavy right, whatever.
Back
Then
comes.
your guys forming down to their fire team leaders. Hey, we're going to be in a fucking platoon column. Heavy left, heavy right, yada yada yada. So where that's how it should break down. It shouldn't be this hard setting up a platoon column because the squad leader should know what the fuck they need to set up, and the fire team leader should know what they set up, and then your boys should fill in there. Yes, sir, Pecco.
I'm now confused because in the school circle before we said during a platoon column, the squads would be in a staggered column.
That is if we're patrolling on a road.
Yeah. If we're patrolling, but this is us in the field. This is like us having Overwatch. Okay, listen. I'm gonna break this simple down. We will not say platoon column over the radio if we're going to go into a staggered column. We would just say the following words: all squads get into a staggered column, and we would just have you guys break up into staggered columns along the roads. That understood now, gentlemen?
Yeah, it's hard.
All right. So, form a platoon column. Let's get this shit set up, and we're gonna start moving out. Let's go.
What's wrong with taking lead?
Yeah, go ahead and take it.
Roger, he has any left.
Have you left?
Don't walk into the agent.
Have you left? Yeah.
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 7. Requesting radio check on frequency 31 over.
Just wake it up.
7, this is 4, Julie Charlie on tree 1 over.
We are on the left.
Solid copy. Havoc 7
No,
out.
I haven't figured out.
I said don't walk into the agent.
I look like an ass in my motherfucking way.
Bravo just formed
We're gonna have an push.
Oh.
Copy. Push. Alpha
So
push
that
off
would
to
be
the
mid.
left, so we're not all bunched up here. Probably
Billy, you're breaking rank again. Stay behind. Stay behind. Go do a nice little walk. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, let's fill in the gap in the middle.
Gotcha.
Down my left.
Delta copies.
Stop.
Going right.
And Woolwood is a sexy piece of hardware.
Agreed.
Slow it down a bit. I'm gonna let the rest of 3-4 get in front of us.
Gotcha.
3-7, this is Havoc 7 over.
3-7.
3-7, Havoc 7. Be advised, you guys are authorized to use smoke in this exercise, but they cannot use live ammunition over.
That's looking a lot better.
Alright, call it out when you see fit.
Be advised, live fire is not authorized, but smoke is.
Delta falling behind.
Okay, let's pick it back up.
Run as fast as I can.
Back up.
I'm gonna slow it down a bit to let you catch up, get right up. You can bring it in a little, don't be so far out to the left.
Roger.
Looks like they're simulating contact. Let's go and move over to the left here. There's a bush we can hide behind.
Attack.
Yeah, move to the northwest. Got speed.
3-7, this is Havoc 5.
3-7.
3-7,
Moving
this
up
is
to this
Havoc
bush.
5. Enemy is marked with red smoke. Enemy is marked with red smoke, over.
Delta online.
Yeah, maintain security to the northwest. I'm going to keep eye to the southeast down this ASR.
Crossing.
Got eyes to the northwest.
Left fire, shift fire. Shift fire right.
They're pretty far now.
Yeah, platoon leadership's just here beside us though.
Oh, gotcha, roger.
And with the absence of company leadership, platoon leadership's what we hear about.
Roger.
I probably should say platoon and acting company. Friendly's coming down the ASR from the southeast. Never mind, they're driving away.
Bye.
Did they just crash? I think they just crashed. They literally did. He had to get out to bandage. Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Some school circles happening. Let's bring it in.
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 7. Go ahead, school circle on us.
Hey, fun, bringing it in time now.
Yeah, try.
Alright, gentlemen. Not bad, but your spacing was a little bit too clunky at moments. Everybody's here, right? Yeah. Your spacing was a little bit too clunky at moments. You guys didn't allow enough of a space between the squads.
Free just here, Sarge.
What the fuck are they? Oh shit. 832 here, Sergeant Alert.
Copy.
3-2-3-7. Go ahead and bring yourselves back to other squad's positions. Back towards southeast.
Still some people in the bush back there.
Not gonna bite that hard.
Alright.
Bravo. I think we're pushing out the school circle.
Are you whacking up? What's the fucker doing?
They're coming.
Let's go, let's go. Bring it back, bring it back.
Bravo, push back.
They look like scared chickens.
What happened?
They're trying to fix some comms issues.
Comms issues.
Go ahead, school circle. Go ahead. Alright, gentlemen.
Someone's
Was
laser's
it?
on, by the way.
Hey, whoever's laser on, turn the fuck it off.
I think it might be your son, Richard.
Can't be. That's not mine. Alright, don't fucking, I really don't care right now. Alright, so in that situation, you guys kind of clunked up together. You guys could have spaced that out around, we have a lot of space on this base. Could have spaced it out. What the fuck was with the maneuvering? Who maneuvered?
That would be 3-2, sir.
Okay. Why did 3-3 start advancing then?
Because
3. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
Because 3-2 said that they were maneuvering and then setting up a position. I wasn't going to stop them because they were doing what they were comfortable doing, Sergeant.
Solid.
Basically, Sergeant Richard, we set up on their left side because 3-4 was on their right side. So we set up on their left side, covered the left flank and the rear while 3-3 advanced forward.
Okay, well, the fact is, if they advance forward like that, the enemy was shooting directly at them. So you were on the flanks. You couldn't maneuver and take them out. So
Let's go live fire.
in the future, the enemy is shooting. The way we simulated that is the enemy was shooting at you guys. So literally 3-3 just walked into enemy fire and friendly fire too, cross contaminated. So 3-3 is now 3-3 is now a dead squad in the field. So and then future 3-2, just continue your maneuver, continue your movement. If you can't, then we'll put you in the trail in the front now. But remember that base of fire, they do not move unless they are ordered to move, but they wasn't ordered. Sergeant Smith, go ahead.
I think Sergeant, I don't know if I'm in the power to... Going yelling, there we go. So thanks, Sergeant Richie. I don't know if I'm in the power to justify this, but if everyone wants to go ahead and go on their map real quick and look at the airfield. Now, from what Sergeant Richie is saying, contact came in from here. Squads are moved from this way. And then if they take contact, you're supposed to form a line right here. And then he was saying the friendly squad will come from here. And then flank the enemies from here. That's what Sergeant Richie's trying to imagine from there, if I'm correct.
That is correct. Thank you, Sergeant. I didn't want to have to go on the crayon drawing for you guys, but I guess somebody had to. It happens. Don't worry about it. All right. Sergeant Lurie, you had something?
Big boy voice, Sergeant.
Oh. My apologies. Better now?
Ooh.
Yep.
Alright. Things are for justification to what was demonstrated here by the squads themselves. Actually, that wasn't a bad maneuver. So, if you bring up your maps again, so we got enemy coming in from over there, and we got 3 squads over here. So, 3-3 in front is taking the majority of the contact. So, 3-2 in the rear was hooked around and secured the northwestern side of 3-3. Now, meanwhile, 3-4 was right next to 3-3, laying down the base of fire with their machine guns. And as while 3-2 was securing the flank. It made actually perfect sense for 3-3 to push up, because while 3-4, who's right next to them, has them suppressed, they can move right on the squads themselves, and once they reach the contact, 3-4 then can shift the fire off to 3-3's right flank, while 3-2 is securing their left, and 3-2 pushes in and eliminates the enemy. Now, if you think about it a bit, it made perfect sense for 3-3 to push up. That's all I had, Sergeant. Thank you.
Sergeant Munson, you have something?
Thank you, Sergeant Richie. Yeah, just to clarify, because I did see some issues with how everybody was in position in the column. So I saw in the rear 2 were like parallel with each other, which is wrong. Okay, so if you don't mind, can I get like 3 guys come over here? Any 3, doesn't matter who. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna act as 3-4. Doesn't matter whoever. Someone get in front of me. Okay, and then 2 other people get behind me. Okay, so your guy in front of me is your lead squad. I am the support element, and you have 2 other rifle squads behind me. Okay. Specialist Donahoe would then take contact. In this instance, we'll do the same thing that we just did. We took contact from our right. So we'll shift right, point our guns, set base of fire, bang, bang, bang. Okay. While this is happening, the 2 trailing squads would then start their maneuvers. Now they can maneuver right, left, wherever is easiest and wherever the terrain provides us, or whatever the terrain gives us as far as lanes of attack, right? So they can maneuver to our left or right, doesn't matter, but that's what you would do, okay? So that's how it should work. You should have your base of fire element in the back, and then whoever's going to stay base of fire with a rifle squad in front. So that's how I believe it's supposed to be done.
It is. All right, so we all understand this? Anybody else got any questions, comments? All right, let's set this back up. Sergeant Lurie, set the mic up on the tarmac and heading out towards the southeast.
You heard him. That's southeast.
same as last time, since we're gonna fall in behind 3-3.
Alright, let's go ahead.
Bravo Charlie on the right.
Charlie 132.
On me, we'll stay with company.
Yep, go ahead and take lead 3-3.
AR's in it.
Alright,
3-2, hold
Alright,
up,
ready
hold
for
up,
this?
hold up. We're gonna let
Doesn't matter where I'm at.
Have to be advised.
There you go. See, they're moving out. I'll fall in. Doesn't matter.
Charlie, let's go.
What do you mean, Charlie? Let's go. I'm ahead.
Alright, here we go. Go ahead, Alpha, get up front.
There we go. If you waste time getting into a formation, it's fucking pointless. Just hold tight and then get in formation myself.
keep going. Oh shit, that's harming. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. I want to get into space in between them.
Roger. They're slowing down ahead.
This is gonna be fun. Walking next to you.
Alright, let's keep this wedge up. Let's keep our wedge up.
Delta copy.
Yep.
Southwest. Fire.
Contact southwest.
Bang, 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 bang.
Kind of stuck in the open. I'm gonna pick up and move behind you. Yeah, I'm watching southeast. You take northeast.
Roger, gonna watch northeast.
Don't get too far out.
Nah.
Havoc 3, this is Havoc 3, this is 3-7. This is Havoc 7, over.
Send.
3-7, this is Havoc 7, reference blue force marker 0858, enemy squad in position, over.
I'm moving up online with you.
Roger.
When the grass is this long, don't lie down in it because you can't see shit.
Roger.
Are they talking lots on Platoon net?
Yes.
Are you really sick of having that channel programmed in yet?
Aries, this is Havoc 7.
This is Aries, send it.
Aries, this is our first sandbox live fire exercise setup.
It's interesting, though. The practice portion that you have set up to the east, southeast, over.
Hey, firm.
Hey, firm, I have a flagpole ready for teleport for you guys.
Solid copy.
You made friends with the bunny. You want me to put it near you guys, or where do you guys want the
Hey,
flagpole?
firm, put it near us. Put it right near us.
We're getting ready to move out for a live fire.
It is to your right behind you. Roger.
Remember to not
Thank
take
you,
the
Evers.
flagpole
Have
until
a
you're
7
offload. Unless someone specifically says not to do that.
Roger.
Yeah, let's bring it in.
I don't get paid enough for this. This is for inhaling smoke.
Yeah. I thought you liked Snoop Dogg.
Ah, no. Not a big fan.
Something's foreign to me, but it's all good.
No,
Alright, is that everybody? We got some more stragglers coming in? Can't see through this thick ass smoke.
Still a few more coming, Sergeant.
Fake Nation, bro.
Oh, goodbye. Sergeant Ritchie disappeared into the ether, Sergeant O'Leary. I'm afraid.
Holy shit.
He has
Hey,
ascended.
Aries, you teleported me too. Thank you.
We were.
God damn it, Melius.
No.
He's all the way in the middle of nowhere. Maybe.
He's in
Sorry.
heaven.
Ares
He's
is fixing
in
it.
heaven.
Ares is
alright.
fixing it, don't worry.
There he is.
Sergeant alert.
Oh,
Maybe he's with all the other warrant officers.
I didn't know
Lock
you.
it up, Havoc.
I didn't realize you knew magic, Sergeant Richie.
Oh, you know, yeah, sometimes it happens. All right, much improvement, guys. I loved it. It was good. You guys communicated your movement. Only thing I did not hear on net was shift fire. I don't. If I did it happen, did anyone say it? I'm misconstruing that. Did anyone say shift fire?
Hey, firm, Sergeant.
I heard it called multiple times, Sergeant.
Over platoon net.
Yeah, A-firm 3-4, they said they were shifting fire northwest into
Yeah, I did hear that.
Okay, then fucking excellent. The smoke cover was good. I will just say in the future, guys, don't put too much concealment smoke to your front, because when you do that, you literally block yourself in the enemy. So you're not fire. You don't know where you're firing at. So you literally can't properly shift fires and have eyes on friendlies. Not that I'm telling you may not always have eyes on them, but don't put too much concealment smoke right in front of your eyes. That fucks you up. All right, Sergeant Lurie, you have anything to add there?
Nothing too much, so Richie, other than squad communications. They were mostly alright. Just, from time to time I heard big gaps of silence. So, if there's something to talk about,
leave group.
Verbalize your actions on every step. So, as soon as you change direction, move
Leave the
somewhere,
Aries group.
you're gonna halt briefly, let your squads know what the fuck is going on in the AO. But otherwise, you guys did a decent job. I don't have much to pick on. I guess we'll. And there's nothing really to see at those dry runs. We get to judge your performance when you actually do get shot. So nothing too much I can tell you guys from what I've seen here, other than it looked fairly decent enough. So good job.
All right, Sergeant Lurie, go ahead and brief them at the shit we got to the southwest.
I believe Sergeant Yogi had a comment.
Oh, Sergeant
beforehand.
Yogi. What the fuck is going on in my chats? If you see one thing, if anybody sees something and I don't see it in the chats, just go ahead and say someone has a comment, because for some reason my chats are not working tonight properly.
Don't worry, I can handle it, Sergeant Richie. Alright, go ahead, Sergeant Yogi.
Thank you, Sergeant. Just real quick, I feel like for 3-4, even as a driver, it helped 3-4 a lot more if we actually did this during live fire. So that way we can react to actual contact instead of just imagining there's someone shooting at us. Especially for our weapon squad.
Sergeant Yogi, your dreams have just come true. That is what is waiting for us at the southwest, where I almost died. Thank you, Ares.
Right. Gentlemen, open up your maps and scroll over to the southwest. At grid 011067. This is our insert or start point. I guess we'll be scouting up there by the magic flagpole. From there, we will move our way down towards the end point, which is at grid 013091. And just to make this extra effective, we'll be moving right through this open area way over there. Because we get scared in the woods, and we like when the sun is shining on top of us. So this is the path we are gonna follow.
Sergeant Lurie?
Yes, Sergeant Becker.
May I ask why?
Just because we can.
Likes fucking us.
Okay, Sergeant.
Alright. As for what's out there, no idea. All we know is there are no civilians, so go ham with whatever weapon systems you have available. This will be a live fire exercise, and we'll be doing fire maneuver. Any questions? Concerns?
I have a question, Sergeant Leary.
Yes, go ahead, Sergeant.
If say when we're maneuvering through the open like that, at where we are right now, when I looked at, if we take fire and literally in the open and there's no cover near us, is it literally just stick your dick in the dirt and pray for the best?
Exactly.
Okay, never mind. That's all I had.
Alright. Yep. Alright, Sergeant, get them lined up to the flagpole and start going towards the area.
Alpha, we clear lock mode.
Alright, lock and load, and line up.
Lock and load, 3-4.
Ready.
Your backside is clear out for the moment.
Ready to touch the magic black hole.
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 7.
7-4, send it.
Alright, 4, you be with me? Rolling together?
On to the right.
-6.
Oh my god.
Roger that, 7.
We'll be the last one through the flag.
So where's the
Oh.
Yeah, roger that. We're right over here in the back.
I'm scared. One up on the left.
I heard that, so you get.
Yes.
Delta copy.
Does a flagpole have a left?
Alright, guys. Ready? Let's go.
How much jokers these are?
Again?
Oh yeah, luring.
Yep. A bunch of jokers these are, I said.
The way I was checking with Sergeant Richie tonight, just make sure we always know where he is.
Roger.
Still on Whisper, Sergeant Richie.
God, you guys don't know how to make a line? Damn. Fucking suck. I heard you guys fucking graduate
Alright.
OSEC.
Everything be advised, 3-3 is all the way through.
3-2 actuals off comms.
Go ahead, have it 4. Sergeant Lost.
3-3 copies, 3-4 break. 3-3 is coming to the northeast.
Yeah, it says get out of something seal.
Deflect check.
Taylor, is that you right next to me?
I'm in.
3 max in the
What's that?
Havoc 3, this is Havoc 7.
You know what? I'm gonna space over on the other side.
Send it 3-7. 3-7, this is Havoc 7. Seems that our path to the south is clear. Start moving your platoon out at your discretion, over.
3-7 copies. Delta copies.
Havoc 7 out.
We're moving out to the south.
Alright, Havoc 4, we're about to move it out. Havoc 4, this is Havoc 7.
Send it for 4.
4, if you don't, go ahead and pack up your tubes, and we're about to move out of here. Waiting for Havoc 3 to give us our move, what direction they're heading.
Yes.
Look, copies all, we'll just move on you 7.
Don't worry about it. We'll get him. I'll tell Aries to get him inserted when he's back.
Aries, this is Havoc 7.
Go for Aries, Havoc 7.
Aries, I got a lost puppy, Sergeant Lost up back at base. When he gets back and he gets inserted into his AO, go ahead and get him towards 3-2's position. Over.
Solid copy.
First Stewart.
Roger. Up out.
I didn't hear you.
Alright, fix it on the move. Let's go.
Alright.
Bye for movement on sec.
Roger.
Solid copy, Juke. All elements 3-7, prepare to move out towards the south in the platoon column break. The marching order will be 3-2, 3-4, 3-3 in the rear. Make it happen, guys.
Everyone, how do you say your name?
Hey, fucking firm.
Check net, check net. It's 3-7, send it.
Yeah.
Mikhail. Mikhail?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a negative. 3-4 is in the middle, 3-3 will be in the rear. 3-2 up in front, moving towards the south of the platoon column.
25 on 48, 1 9er. If I got time to make some fucking.
Alright, gentlemen, start moving south.
Fuck.
On me.
Seven's starting to retreat into the bushes, let's go sit with him.
On you.
On what formation are we moving at?
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 7, we're moving.
26.
Say again?
Right here with you, Sergeant.
Oh, okay.
On my left, on my right. Wherever they are, keep them left.
Holding right.
I'm gonna stay on the left of company, you stay on the right.
Who's holding harlotry?
Roger. My copies. Communication.
Berg. Are you
Wedge.
Richie's mate?
Affirm.
Roger.
So I'll also be yours.
You know, that's fine.
Not that you'll need it or anything.
No, exactly. I just wanted to check if you were 3 mic or 6 mic tonight.
And both.
Roger. I can power mic.
All the mics.
Pick up speed a bit. We're falling a bit behind company. I want to try and stay either side of 7 and 6 mic.
Roger.
Make ourselves a
I'm out of
pretty little
job.
diamond. Yeah, you're fine. Trying to stick with company is one of the hardest things we have to do, so just keep your eyes open.
Roger.
Question, why does it look like there's only one squad behind us?
I'm with you, just keep going.
Is that not exactly what we just fucking talked about the problem?
Sounds like in southwest.
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna go up to this ridge and put the
I'll be
out.
happy to update the situation since.
Havoc 37, Havoc 7,
37, advised, 32 is taking contact up to the southwest of the front. 33 is going to flank around.
Did have eyes and they were down. I don't see any more.
move your guys as you see fit.
Yeah, I'm struggling to get contacts on thermals even, so don't stress about that too much.
Roger.
The main thing we need to try and keep an eye out for is anywhere that's got enough of a clearing we could set up if we had to.
Yes, Roger.
These trees are a bit of a dick, so... Sounds more like southeast. Contacts, but they're all
Moving a little bit more up.
Yep, we're moving out on me.
On you.
Copy that, stay safe.
Havoc 4, moving.
Yeah, roger that, we're on you.
Hold up, Harmon. Hold on.
Yep.
Join the team.
On you.
Get your guy to join too.
I'll go
On
get
you.
him. Berlantier, join off me.
Roger.
37, this is Havoc 7. What the fuck's going on to our southeast?
Push red.
Push red.
Havoc 7, 37, be advised, there's enemy squad to the east, southeast of 3-4's position at this time. 3-2 is going to maneuver. Over.
Solid copy, 37. Next time I need to know that. Havoc 7 out. Three seven. This is Havoc 7.
This is 37, send.
37. This is Havoc 7. Make sure your guys are putting down the force markers, because we got Havoc 4 with us. They can lay out mortar missions if they need to.
Hey, for at this time, one element is going to into the contact, so it wouldn't be wise to order a fire mission at this time. Over. Also, break. Guys, having a really hard time pimping targets. We're not put down indirect blue for markers. Over.
Solid copy 3-7. Havoc 7 out.
Hey, Romeo on me.
You still good?
Say again?
Are you still good?
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Roger.
I just moved up.
You're fine, I'm just checking in.
This area that we're in right now, or one I'm in, is great for a mortar spot.
Pretty much all dead as far
Dagger.
Coming to you.
I mean, Aries, this is Havoc 7.
Just right behind me.
Sorry, Aries, over.
Aries,
Yeah,
all threats to
good
our east are cleared.
Affirm.
Solid copy. Havoc 3-7, this is Havoc 7.
7-3-7.
3-7, this is Havoc 7. All threats to our east have been cleared. We consolidate back to the south, heading south. Over. Aries, go ahead and teleport. Have Sergeant Luster to. Thank you already. Out.
On the move.
Roger. I'll be on the right.
Hold up a sec.
Roger.
You're fine to stay there, we were moving that way anyway.
Extend 3-7.
3-7, this is Havoc 7. It's in traffic. Over.
Be advised. 3-3 spotted enemy compound towards southwest 300 meters out. Over.
Solid copy 3-7. As that Blue Force marker 0918.
On me.
Agreement you.
Solid copy. Alright, okay, Havoc 4 on that to suppress that area.
Head up.
Over.
Roger.
Solid copy 7. We'll get our boys moving.
Havoc 4, this is 3-6, set up tubes. Stand by for fire mission.
Ready for fire mission.
On tube, ready.
Creeping barrage at Blue Force marker 0918. Go from that Blue Force marker all the way down to the road of grid 017076. At least 5 times HE. Over.
Say again, grid 017.
Wrong net.
Say again, grid reference 017.
017076. Down that road. Heading down to the southeast.
4 copies.
Havoc 3. This is
Fire mission.
Havoc 3. This is
Ready.
Havoc 7.
Creeping barrage.
Fire mission
Reference
is going out
Blue
possibly
marker
any moment now. Wait, Havoc Force. Go
0918.
ahead.
Reset copies.
Creep it halfway down that road. 5 rounds of HE.
Alright. Blue Force marker 0918. Creeping barrage to 017076. 5 rounds creeping barrage.
AFM, fire on my go. Just dial your tube in and then let me know.
Roger.
Havoc 4. This
I have to
is
set to
Havoc
medium
7.
presenter.
Send it for 4.
4, what's the ETA on those rounds? Over.
I am set.
Stand by. 7-4, advise you guys push 50 meters southwest in case these rounds hit the trees as they go out.
You heard that last Havoc 3? Push.
No,
push
negative,
guys
negative, negative. Just you, 7. 7 and 7 Mike, go ahead and just push out a little bit, just out of this clearing. Okay, send it when you're ready.
Alright. 5 rounds going out, 28 seconds.
Happy 4 be advised, ETA 28 seconds.
Havoc 3, this is Havoc 7.
Rounds complete.
Advise on splash.
Havoc 7, this is 3-7.
3-7, Havoc, this is Havoc 7, rounds
Splash,
are
splash.
out. ETA
Havoc
now,
4, be
over.
advised, splash. Back it up.
Solid copy, Havoc 4,
Havoc
pack it up,
7,
let's
this is
move
3-7.
over.
Backing up.
This is Havoc 7, sending 3-7.
Be advised, my guys are stepping out into field time now.
Ready.
Solid copy 7, solid copy 3-7.
Move.
Havoc 7 out.
7, this is 4 on tree 1.
4, send it over.
We're packed up, moving on, you time now.
Solid copy 4, let's go and rescale back up with the platoon, over.
4 copies. Move pretty quick.
I'm hauling it.
Yeah, you
I'm walking. I mean, jogging.
I got you. We got a lot of ground to catch up.
Roger.
If you double tap control to lower your gun, you'll run faster.
Ah.
You're clearing on our left here too. If we need
Havoc 7, this is 3-7.
Roger.
3-7 is Havoc 7, send it.
Platoon formation is getting hit from both sides. We're working on it now.
Solid copy 7. If you need Havoc 4 to send some fire missions out, let it be known, over.
There's a clearing to our right if we need that.
Roger. We're coming up on a major clearing on our front, so hopefully there's nothing we need to do in the immediate term.
Roger.
Havoc 7, this is 3-7.
Send it for Havoc 7, over.
Alright, for an enemy squad at
On me, I'm
upper
moving to the
marker break.
southeast.
Roger, I'm moving.
0923 at the grid 007080, over.
Solid copy 3-7. I'll get mortars on it now, over. Havoc 4.
Hey, get ready.
This is Havoc 7.
About to get a fire mission.
Prepare for a fire mission, over.
4 copies, 7. We're gonna have to push a little bit to our front to get in the clear to set it up. Full set up, and I'll advise when we're ready, over.
Solid copy Havoc 4. Tell me one setup, over.
Set up.
Roger.
4 is set up, send fire mission.
On the 2.
Havoc 4, Havoc 7. I want creeping barrage from north to south on Blue Force marker 0937. HE at your discretion, over.
7, this is for interrogative. Do you mean Blue Force marker 0923?
That's the name from 0923 at grid reference 007080, over.
Solid copy, sending that out. Fire mission.
Ready.
Reference Blue Force marker 0923. Put 3 rounds straight on the mark, and then put 2 rounds creeping north and 2 rounds creeping south. The creep either direction, go half a grid creep, so that's 50 meters.
Havoc 3, this is 3-2. Be advised.
5 when ready.
Alright, ready to send it.
RPG.
Ready.
Yeah, send it.
Sending it now, 28 seconds.
Havoc 4, be advised, ETA 28 seconds, over.
Havoc 3, this is Havoc 7. ETA on those rounds, 20 seconds, over.
Solid copy, 20 seconds out.
Advise on splash.
Splash, splash, splash.
Havoc 4, be advised, splash on splash.
Good shit, Havoc 4. Go ahead and stand by. We have to repeat that mission again, over.
4 copy, standing by. rounds were way short.
Way short. Okay. I have it right on the money.
Havoc 7, this is 3, this is, Havoc 3, this is
Hold 1.
7.
I'm gonna give this to you by distance direction instead.
Roger.
Actually, disregard, I can't see anything up
3-7,
there.
send traffic.
3-7, this is Havoc 7. How did that fire mission? You have a BDA on that?
Hold 1.
Yeah, I made 100% sure. Yeah, I had it right on the money. To north to south afterwards.
Yeah, you did, but get off the gun and look here. Get out your vectors and look where I'm pointing.
Yeah, I see him.
But the fire mission, the marker, is up here.
What the fuck? No, I put it right on the money for the I even double checked it.
Send it for Havoc 7, 3-7.
Alright, fire mission effective, although we would like to request a repeat of it.
Solid copy, Havoc 4, you heard that?
Sorry.
That last fire mission.
4 copies. They're coming out. Actually, just for fun, I'm gonna send this one out just to see what happens.
Havoc 7 to 3-7.
3-7, this is Havoc 7, send it.
Be advised, the platoon's got enemy contacts 2 hours to south in the tree line, about 100 to 200 meters away. Over.
Solid copy 3-7, go ahead and got you guys to move her. Havoc 4 is already busy with another fire mission. After this, they're gonna probably pack it up, over.
See if you can get eyes on that first round splash.
I'm gonna see. Which way do you send it? Same way?
Yeah. Is it in roughly the right spot?
I do not see it.
Roger.
I keep hearing a shot. Where's that from?
No idea, it's up in the hills there somewhere.
No, that's really close.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire on that mark and then we're gonna fucking go do something else.
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 7.
So this is force and traffic.
Havoc 4, this is 3-6. Repeat that last fire mission, but correction. Switch it to Blue Force, switch it to grid 007, 081, 007, 081. Creeping barrage, going down to the southeast, over.
4 copies. I'd be advised we got rounds splashing over there. Time now. Put some extras out.
Okay, yeah, that landed in the same spot right there. Havoc 7 to 3-7.
Oh, good shot, good shot.
7, 3-7.
Bit about platoon's got
Not sure where it's coming from.
towards the north. 3-3 is gonna investigate.
Solid copy.
Roger, I'm gonna put, yeah, I'm gonna put a couple extra rounds out, then we'll keep going.
No, I got shot. I don't know where from yet.
Oh shit, righto. I'll get out.
Havoc 4, this is 3-7.
Make sure
Everything
you tell,
Southwest is fucking killed. Pack it up and let's get the fuck out of here before we can move it on.
Roger that. Are you good?
I'm hurt pretty bad. I'm gonna check myself real quick.
Roger. I'll come to you and then we're gonna pack it up.
Check the fire, still probably to the north.
Roger.
Ready, boys?
Just patching up medical 7 and then we'll be right to move.
Solid copy 4.
Yeah, I'm in a fuck ton of pain. I'm good.
Need morphine?
Yeah, go ahead and give me some morphine.
Havoc 7 to 3-7.
3-7, this is Havoc 7. Send it.
Be advised, we got no contact reports, so any more areas seem to be clear. We're continuing our movement towards south. Over.
Solid copy. solid copy 3-7. Move your guys at your discretion, over.
I saw friendlies looking down here.
Solid copy 7.
On me as quick as you can to pick up and move. Okay,
I'm ready.
Let's move, boys.
I have no idea what the fuck was up with that fire mission.
No idea, but that one shot you did land in the same spot that mine did.
Yeah, and I was aiming like fucking 200 meters further out to the fucking west.
Ugh. The map just sucks, I guess.
No, it's also because we set up on a fucking... We were set up on the side of a hill.
Let's keep hugging this tree line, boys.
Ah.
4 copies. Yeah, so apparently that has more of a difference now than it ever used to.
Access to 3-7.
3-7,
We've also got like 14 rounds left.
Go ahead, Platoon taking danger close contacts. 100 meters uphill towards our eastern flank. Over.
Also here to the northeast, I got the southeast.
When the maneuver is too close for, it's too close for mortars, over.
That is too close. That's way too close for mortars.
AFM Sergeant, danger close is 300 meters.
Yeah.
Me.
Uh-oh. I'm getting my shit down, Pat.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, SOP is that if it's under 300 meters, we have to get clearance from company. If it's under 100 meters, we're not allowed to fire.
Then that shit is that's like less than 100, almost 100 to 200 meters out there.
Yeah. That is risky when you account for the spread of those rounds as they fucking hit the wind in the air. Okay, I mean, we're going to push up front a little.
Roger.
See friendlies cresting the hill. Well, we can see their silhouettes, but they're not at the top yet.
Let's go.
Moving.
Whoa! Oh, it's here.
Yeah, we're gonna push up here to the southeast a little.
I'll get northwest.
I got contacts top of the hill, bearing 137. Sorry, movement top of the hill 137. I couldn't PID it.
Roger, gonna move up a bit.
I got blue full markers up there. It was probably 3-3.
Roger. I love the pop that T4 makes.
Havoc 3, this is Havoc 7.
Set it for 3-7.
3-7, this is Havoc 7. Everything up to our southeast has been cleared. We continue to move back to the endpoint, over.
3-7 copies. Also, be advised, I'm getting my platoon in a line as soon as we reach the edge of the clearing, over.
Solid copy, 3-7. Havoc 7 out.
Harman, I'm with Richie.
Say again?
I'm with Richie, I'm moving up with him.
Cool. That's Sergeant Richie.
Sergeant Richie, sorry.
I made that mistake before. Yep, we're officials, so.
Watch out, we got dead motherfuckers here.
Eyes on.
Fuck these guys up.
Where do you good?
I'm green.
Where's that?
Havoc 3, this is Havoc 7, index on mission. Solid copy. Index.
Index.
Roger.
Condition 4. It's a fucking little finish gate. Jesus Christ.
What's up?
Look at the endpoint. Hang on, it's covered by smoke now. You'll see when we get there.
Roger.
Platoon's rounding up on green smoke.
Solid copy. We're moving in for the Havoc 4.
I always think these are anti-personnel mines.
Also, everyone, just before the defense starts, make sure you're all good.
It's free range.
It is chemical.
Aries, this is Havoc 7. Get us one of the resupply boxes over here so they can resupply.
That's a screen.
Oh, it's still going on?
Copy.
Go ahead and join the school cycle.
Alright, boys.
Circle
Good
jerk.
shit. So how do you guys think you did?
Pretty fucking good, Sergeant.
Pretty good.
Wasn't that bad, gentlemen. Actually, in a live fire situation, you guys reacted to the contact, took out the threat. I saw a couple of you guys getting down. Good shit on that. Moving was great. Communication amongst the squads were fucking amazing. What I could hear. Just remember in the future, guys, if you see a Havoc 4 mission go out and you have eyes on it and you see it and then you knew where it was going, that's supposed to be passed down to you, and it's not effective on point, send it back up. Hey, that wasn't an effect. They should adjust about 50 meters up to the north, and it will get up to Havoc 4 and they will readjust that. Fire mission, is that 100% Corporal?
Yeah, AFM Sergeant.
Where are you? There you go. I can't hear you, Corporal. Put your big boy voice on.
Sorry, Sergeant. Yeah, that's AFM. If we ever get intel that our BDA was any less than 100 over 100, we'll definitely send it again.
Yep. So, in that sense. Alright, Sergeant O'Leary, did you have anything?
Thank you, Sergeant.
I tried putting the marker
Not
down
really.
as best as possible.
I mean, you guys were doing what I told you to do.
I appreciate it.
For the most part, you took a lot of initiative when it came to actually maneuvering on contacts, which was great. You guys communicating amongst each other. Yeah, one chance step into the role of fucking platoon sergeant. I don't even have to fucking micromanage. That's boring. I like that. But it's all for the better. So keep doing what you do. Keep communicating.
Hey, Lion, we are going again, mate. We are just having a little bit of a powwow and resupply, and then we're going to move out again a bit more. So
Good.
that's
Aries,
my impression
do you have
anyway.
anything that you seen from the sky? Put your big boy voice on, Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant.
He doesn't have one.
One thing that we noticed that we had commented on that I just wanted to give you guys props on, the good sustaining moment when it was finally called up after you guys had gotten smacked a couple times from both sides. Once you guys had finally figured out directly wherever that target was coming or where that fire was coming from, you guys got online, do it really quickly, and started returning fire. Even though those engagements were not close up, those were rather those were further away, and they were in tree lines, and some of these were closer up. You guys did really well just getting online together, so I guess good coordination in that regards.
That all Aries had?
Okay, fair.
Alright, Havoc 4, you have anything to add to this?
Thank you, Sergeant. The only comment I was going to make is just to remember, this is kind of for everyone to keep in mind. If you're moving through an area that had blue full markers on it, and those contacts have been eliminated, whether that was by you, or you've come through it behind someone else and you've noticed that it's all clear, just remember to go ahead and clean those markers up if you've confirmed that that threat is no longer present. It makes it a lot easier from an Android or from a tablet to get, I suppose, an accurate picture of what the battlefield looks like. And when I'm sending fire missions from 1.5 Ks away, the less markers, the easier. That was all I had.
Thank you, Corporal. Sergeant Munson.
Thank you, Sergeant Richie. Real quick, whoever keeps fucking burping or whatever the fuck that is, cut it the fuck out.
Yes. Cut it the fuck out. I don't know who it is. I can't really hear it, so they must be on whisper.
They have a push-to-talk policy in this fucking unit.
Alright, Sergeant Yogi.
Thank you, Sergeant Richie. This is just a comment about what Corporal Hartman said. I don't know when I was told, this must have been a while ago, so maybe the role has changed, but for squad leads, as far as I've been aware, they've never been told to delete markers. They've always been told to worry about your squad and follow orders, not to worry about deleting markers. Like I said,
Well,
that might
I'm
change
gonna change that. Listen, in the event that you've made that marker or you passed it, call it up. Hey, is this marker clear? Yada yada yada. If you know you cleared that marker out with your squad and your team, yes, delete the fucking marker. But don't. I've never heard that. As my coming up as a squad leader, I was always delete markers that are already that were already handled by friendly squads or something. If they forgot to delete them. Because when we cluster up the fucking map with markers, it's kind of hard for myself, Havoc 4, or any elements to identify what the fuck is what. Alright. Since we're running a little late, this is optional, but we can continue this training. Now we got a nice live fire portion set out to our northeast. If you see LF start point and LF stop point, just want to know, would you guys like to participate in that?
Hey,
fam.
Oh, if we could get our insert,
that's wrong button.
Sergeant, let's say at those.
Go ahead and mark it up.
Somewhere around there, at grid
yeah.
089er.
Sergeant.
Grid 5. Or
Yes.
Sergeant Petco asks Sergeant.
Yes.
Due to you asking if we wanted to do that, and since we're running late, does that mean that anyone who does not want to do it can go ahead and disconnect?
Yeah, it's completely optional. It's right now because we're over. What's technically training's at 3 hours, but what you guys have just went through, I'm not gonna force you guys to take this. Most of your Friday night, so if you want to stay, you can have some fun. But if you don't, I understand.
What are we gonna say?
Sergeant Yogi.
Thank you. Thank you, Sergeant. Just to ask, how long will this next segment take? An hour, half an hour.
Let's put it at about let's make it about an hour. It should take no more than about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just take about an hour.
Training's not gonna be longer than 3 hours, so.
Yeah, it's not longer than 3 hours. So I had it planned out for 2 hours, but this kind of portion, having Havoc 4 and other elements in it, kind of a little longer. So, yeah.
So this next section's about an hour or 30 minutes, Sergeant?
30 minutes to an hour. Like this is not too big. This was the big portion here. That was just so you guys can get your peaks wet. The live fire, so you guys can have some fun. All right. So if you guys are gonna stay, go ahead and resupply up there. If you're not, I understand.
Leaving?
If you need them.
A1 and Bravo leaving.
You staying?
Oh, guys, be real. Nobody's leaving.
I am too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna resupply. Well, maybe. Hold on.
I'll stay for the next one.
Okay, so everybody's staying,
Sergeant.
alright? I'm taking off, Sergeant. I can't.
Alfred, I'm coming for you.
I'm
Sergeant Melius.
leaving. You can't come for me.
You're gonna hit me.
We need an actual box from the base, because they're not getting 5.56 anything. Yes.
Does which backpack holds the ammo?
Hi.
Mine does. I'm trying to get a resupply right now.
You can't. You can't. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yeah.
Pussy.
Other than that, I am green.
Wait, who's leaving? Who's leaving?
Clear away.
Bandages.
Come on, man, stay. You gotta stay, man.
Look, alright.
You're not sick.
Are you staying?
Sickness is.
Fucking I love that is like right up in the stream too.
Sickness is not real.
Work it out. Fold 3-2 and 3-3 or. From.
It's very stripped for us.
Hey, everyone that's in 3-2, move over there.
Alright, let's go. Once you're all settled, move to the west of the box.
Nels is ready.
This is Havoc 7 off comms, 1 mic.
Just right here.
Actually, disregard that.
Just leaving and you lost your mic, so I get to.
So this is 4 on street 1.
Don't worry.
I guess I'm leading 3-2 today.
Hard. No.
I'm gonna take the time to go off comms.
Roger.
Oh, here's my squad.
Sorry, Yogi.
Hi.
We're running with
Figured
the
out
big
what's
squad.
going on with my comms earlier.
I have
I
a
had to
micro
restart
dagger
team.
now.
Back up on them. PS and comms are back up now, normal.
Yeah, so anyone who's joining 3-3 now should squad.
I think it's why I didn't hear you before.
Join such.
Charlie, did you lose your assistant?
Oh, alright.
Okay, I don't know what gesture that is, but hi.
Joining up on fucking.
Sick.
Yep.
I was about to say, you can join up on Lushner as well, so.
Charlie, I'm calling you on the fucking radio.
Armin, do we need to touch him?
Oh, do I have to touch your ass?
World War II
You can touch
server?
Lushner's or Lee's.
Say again?
Can I touch yours?
Are you guys still doing the World War II thing?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. What I thought. Do I want to join?
You guys need the server, let me know.
I was firm.
Roger.
It was firm. It was nice. I like
Thank
it.
you.
Because I got one that I'm not using.
Sergeant,
You guys can use it.
what color do you
Do
want
whatever you
Bravo
guys want in it.
on? From
What's that?
3-2.
So,
I'm leaving.
hold on.
So if anyone wants to grab my gear, I'm dropping it to you on the floor.
Those that were in 3
Wait,
that
you
were
wanna
in
see my
3-3,
green?
go ahead and just join onto one team, which
Can
means
we-
to clear, you can get the DMR.
And,
Can we all join
Mikhail,
green and just
Mikhail,
run around with
grab
you?
the mic and drag on the floor. And you can look at my BBC, fling it around while I'm
Can I do that?
Alright, bye.
It would be
Sorry,
more. 1, 2,
I can
3,
take
4,
3-3
5,
if you want.
6. There's 6, so
No, man, I will,
3-1's gonna divide into two 3-man teams. Okay, it is your choice. Alpha, I have my squad's going into one team of 5 people. Alpha red, so you guys can choose whatever the fuck color you want.
Purple?
There ain't no purple.
Trying to figure it out.
I don't see where they were talking about on the map. I don't see it at all.
It's fine. Wherever we
I guess
fucking
so,
pop out
yeah.
the other side of the
Okay.
flagpole, that's where the AO is.
Yeah,
Roger.
Squad net is 133. So.
1-3-3.
Are we keeping our same team net?
I think he's with us.
Yeah, we can stay on 1-3. We can still stay on 1-3-2 if you guys want.
Okay.
Hey, Lion on the coming in.
What are we working with? Alright.
Fantastic.
What are we working with?
Alright, anything different for the radius, or this is figuring that out?
We gotta run the same.
Roger. Please shut the fuck up and let Sergeant Pecco answer me. Alright, what are we working here? What do you got?
Looks like two teams of 5.
2 teams of 5? Alright, gotcha. Now,
I gotta
Sergeant
get
Yogi.
up, with the rest of your squad.
I'm not sure. So,
Sergeant Yogi.
Eddie, go blue.
How many guys do you have?
I have 14 leads and a mic.
14 leads and a mic. Alright.
No assistants.
How about Sergeant Pecco lending 2 of these guys to you since he's rocking 2 fire teams of 5?
I wouldn't say the 2 assistants, but they'd be the assistants or the standard riflemen.
Are you here with us?
They would be the assistants.
Okay, sweet, who are they?
Sergeant Ritchie is a prism.
Sergeant Becker. Who are the 2 lucky keepers?
Okay, anyways.
Well, we got 6 guys over here. Oh.
Well.
Right, Eddie's 1. I'll give it Candy. You will have a free fall.
Need one more person.
3-3.
Staying?
Hey,
Yes,
fam.
Sergeant.
Alright.
15?
I don't know. I don't mind setting up on a hill for a little bit.
See, I like Eddie. No one else.
Mikael.
Oh no. Yes, Sergeant.
You're gonna be with Sergeant Yogi. I'm sorry.
Okie doke. Yeah. I was lied to.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I did this is so I could touch your ass, so turn around for me. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's good.
Alright, Eddie.
Oh, that's
the
super
Alpha,
fucking weird.
the 240 gunner.
Morgan, can you give me a quick
Masters, you're gonna
radio
be
check?
in Charlie, Edinburgh assistance.
Wait, I'm gonna be a 240 gunner?
Can you give me a quick radio check, Morgan?
Okay,
I'm sorry, say again, Sergeant.
Can you give me a radio check?
What?
Yep. This is Bravo radio check on frequency. All right,
133, over.
this is how it's gonna go down. If you got your team set up or your squads, whatever, line up and go and whisper. So you don't yell out over everybody else. Go ahead and do your radio check. Get yourselves organized. Sort out your loadouts, and you have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to do so.
Target, we're on. Target, we're on frequency 132.2.
Masters, ready.
Multi's green.
133.2. Right?
Roger.
And
Copy that.
my radio frequency.
Romeo off comms 2 megs.
4.1. Copy.
Bravo, this is Private Dog at Chicken Frequency 132.2 over.
Private Dogger, this.
I'm helping him.
Oh,
I need
Roger that, Bradley.
a loadout.
Alright. Grab a vest.
Actual, this is Bravo.
Any vest?
We're all set. Over.
No AT4. Give your recruit loadouts.
I'm talking to me.
Sergeant, yes.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
I do have 2.
My roads have been stupid.
Which one of you guys wants to be a Grenadier?
Yeah.
Make it quick. Dogger. Or never mind.
Set it, bro.
Go.
Well, either way, drop the fucking AT4 and grab some 751 heat.
I just kind of carry all your ammo, right?
So you just need to go to fucking Arsenal, go to the fucking backpack, go to the multiple magazines. You should see the 751 heat.
Alright.
You need to grab the ones that are at the bottom. Actually, get it, let me grab it for you.
I want to say Sergeant Alert.
There might be different
Cold Zeus with Sergeant Myers.
Oh yeah.
Say again, sorry, Sergeant.
I sound me Cold Zeus with Sergeant
Yes.
Myers. So you with Sergeant Alert. Sergeant Miller, sorry.
So,
Roger.
okay, what's your weight at?
All right.
Roger that.
Good.
See Romeo back on comms.
Do you have an entrenching tool?
Karaoke squad, alright. We gotta be like,
Yeah.
fucking sing, let it go, can't.
Fuck it all. Fuck it all.
Sergeant Dogger, you good?
What? I'm getting fucking hungry. Who's got an MRE?
Okay, we're all set.
Oh, I don't
Alright.
have a helmet. Hold on.
Circle up on Pecco. Sergeant Pecco.
Wait a second.
At least go and whisper soon or rape my fucking ears.
I think I got
Thank you.
Want to touch Sergeant Leary's butt?
Nope.
Alright.
So can everyone hear me?
Having
What's
issues
your
with
ETA on
rockets.
this?
You got those
Say again, Sergeant.
rockets, right?
all four.
Wow, that was loud.
Ah, son of a bitch. Or make it a 1 minute.
You gotta reload the loadout.
Radio.
Copy and radio frequency. 134.1. Copy. Alright, I'm all set.
I'd love some heavy ones, but I wouldn't want one as a fucking.
I got nothing on my vest.
There is this is 3731.
Yeah.
Requesting one times technical insert for starting line or 3-4's position over.
Copy.
Disregard.
Alright. So, what I'll have you do is...
Oh. Just standard CLS like usual.
Throw those rockets, throw some of the rockets in my backpack. I just want to make sure they're compatible.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually run with CLS, so I know what I'm doing here.
Alright, sweet.
Plenty used to got plenty of bandages too.
Roll and backpack.
Yeah, that was the only thing I had to resupply, really.
Just right click your
What
rockets, back,
What?
mine. There you go. Yep, you're good. Okay, take them back.
Ooh.
There you go.
We're training, so.
Good. Alright, we should be good.
I grabbed a new pack, so we'll have fresh supply of ammo.
Nice, good shot.
Line radio check frequency 134.2.
For some reason I can't walk right.
Alright, we're good.
Fantastic on your assistant.
Okay.
Cap, I'm set.
Hello, Sergeant. You
Okay. Go over to that box. Grab a radio. We're on one,
build them.
four,
So.
three.
I have 3. I already have one.
Oh. Yeah, one,
Welcome to
Jesus Christ.
Are we Alpha or Bravo?
Copy that. It was all a lie.
Yeah, we have a slight weakness in the Bravo position, but other than that, we're pretty solid.
Alright. You know how to get ranges, right?
Good to go? Didn't mean to reload?
Yes.
Hold on, I got
vectors.
No, don't load.
I do not. God damn it.
That was an accident by me.
And then you have the encryption tool, right?
Hi.
Yeah, I have that.
Where's Munson?
Havoc 3, be advised. 3-2's ready to go.
Did we lose a launcher?
Yeah.
What?
Nope. We're all good.
So we've only got four rockets.
I got 2.
Got it written down. It's 90, 25, 50, 95. 25, 50, 95.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Sergeant Becker doesn't feel intimidated by all the guys surrounding him.
Yeah,
I gave them inspirational words and they trust me.
That's
Yeah. It doesn't really hurt anything unless you want them to like do an ambush or something.
I think so. I think I can run like 4 steps before running out of breath, but other than that, yeah, I'm good.
Nope.
So yeah, 3-2's
And
pretty
then,
much good
yeah,
to
if
go.
you want to save that loadout as AP assist,
37, this is 4 on 3-1.
7 for 37.
37, this is for interrogative. Are we clear to TP over and make a start?
No, we'll get there shortly.
Roger. We're out.
Alright. Elements, are you ready to go?
Ball's ready.
Yeah! We had 7 rockets?
Alright, we're stepping off. But before we do, school circle up on me.
Still have extra boxes for you, Sergeant Yogi.
Alright, get close. I won't bite. A lot. I won't bite much.
Can't get any closer.
I feel assaulted.
Alright. So, gentlemen, open up your maps or Android, Mike Dragos, whatever the fuck you want. I don't care, as long as you can see the map. Alright, our objective is somewhere around the town of Krasnostav at grid 1103 and the airstrip that's directly northeast of it. So, situation on the ground is as follows. Enemies have taken control of the town and the airstrip. They've set up a nice little HQ for themselves. Enemy composition and size, however, is unknown at this time. All recon elements that have been sent to the area, or aerial assets, drones, whatever, all been shut down from afar, so they probably have some kind of AA capabilities, guidance systems, and comms towers. So our job is to get in there, find and knock out any guidance systems or communications towers they might have in order for our aerial assets to move in, and after them our ground forces. Also, so that means also mechanized infantry and all that shit. But we're heading out there to do the prep work. So, somewhere around the town of Krasnodar and the airstrip, there are enemy comms towers and whatever the hell. Our job is to locate them, destroy them, and get the fuck out. So we'll be inserting to the west, near the town of Vazno, which is at grid 086034. I don't know how we've been set up. Are we gonna start at the start point or at the dot that's at the crossroads? Well, whichever it might be, we're gonna move along the road up until somewhere around grid 102 029, where we'll possibly move up north, up towards Hill of Ostry at Hill 353 at grid 108025. From there, we'll try to get eyes out towards the airstrip and the town, and call our shots from there. So we should be able to find and identify guidance systems and these communications towers from there, and move on them respectively. So, civilians supposedly not in the AO, though figure they've all been driven out, so don't expect any civilians. Also, as mentioned previously, enemy composition is unknown, but expect light to medium infantry with medium up to medium armor, possibly even tanks. So, alright. So just expect them, prepare for the worst. Do you have any questions? Yes, Sergeant Yogi.
Thank you, Sergeant Larry. Just a quick question. Is the enemy expecting us? Or do we have time to prepare and sort of set up a plan when we're on that hill?
Well, since we've been doing a shit ton of recon, they'll be expecting some sort of action taken against them. But I'm not really sure whether they've found out about our presence in the AO as of yet. But they'll mostly be prepared. Well, not actively on the lines, but expect frequent patrols, intercepting our route towards the town and the airstrip. So yes, I would say they are prepared, and they have taken necessary precautions.
Copy that.
Alright, I believe Corporal Hardman something?
AFM Sergeant, thank you. Only question, do we care what state the airfield's in by the time I'm done with it?
Go to town. Anybody else? You else got anything? No? Good. Alright, luck of luck, let's get the show on the road.
Lock and load 3-4, and also don't let Havoc 4 beat you in these kills.
Fight you, Sergeant.
We'll see.
I'm sorry, we got the bigger guns, fuck you.
Sergeant, that's like saying, don't let artillery beat hand-to-hand weapons.
Listen, we've got more girth than Havoc 4, we're fine.
Alright, ready to touch the magic flagpole. I believe it's teleport to Alpha. Is that correct, Aries?
You know, we're fully functional.
You on the radio?
I think so.
1-3-4.
It's teleport to Alpha, correct?
134.3.
Okay. Yep, confirmed teleport to Alpha. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright, one city AO, grab sector security.
Take out to the west.
I'm out. Gonna be watching north.
Oh, come with me on the west.
Roger.
Security 3-4.
3-7, this is 4 on 3-1.
3-4 copies.
Eyes west.
3-4's in the eyes, northwest and northeast. This is really weird.
You hear me?
3-4 copies in garage. Is it just being you as well later right now? Okie dokie 3-4.
Alright, squad, be advised.
Free free's got
all in, go ahead and get into a staggered column on this ASR going towards northeast here, break.
Staggered column.
3-3 in front,
northeast, following
3-4 in the rear, and we're gonna follow this road down to the next intersection at break.
So step to the side, let 3-3 pass, and we'll get on the road.
Delta copy.
Over. 3-4 copies, break.
Did you hear that, Armin?
I'm hearing bits, but it's fine. Once they start moving out, we'll just do our own thing.
Roger. I just make sure you hear.
Alright, we're gonna get on the staggered column, set up behind me on this road. We'll just take it direct west. Alpha Delta on the left, Bravo Charlie on the right. Me and Michael send
Yeah,
off
go
in
to
the
this
middle.
place because I'm in the way of the formation now. I'm coming to you. You see that?
Negative.
Nope.
This is recent rage, you can frequency 3-1 over.
Yeah, on me.
Lima Charlie
On
on
you.
frequency 3-1 over. Suck up, yeah.
Alright, hey firm, 3-3 takes out.
Alright, we're gonna follow 3-3 along this fucking road.
Weapons at ready, junkie pace.
Once we push, we're gonna push the hill 3-5 through and make that hill our fucking home.
Delta copy.
Stay behind me on the road.
Yep, roger.
Alright gentlemen, space it out, space it out. I want this clusterfuck here removed. So.
Alright, walking pace and also yes.
Oh, fuck.
5 meters at least between each guy.
I don't know why there's 2 medics. Alright, fucking 11. Hi, Corporal.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you are very well.
How are you?
Parched, irritated, that's about it.
So, the usual?
Irritated a little bit more than usual.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Everything going about as well as we thought it would then?
Yeah, sadly.
I'm enjoying how quiet company it is though. I can hear myself think.
Wow.
I know.
That's impressive.
I might be wrong, don't quote
To be fair, there's not much to listen to though.
You know, watching us talk, we don't know direction to save our lives.
We shouldn't see any enemies past this crest, but just be careful.
Alright, the west meat camp. Havoc 3, this is 3-4.
Armin, pick it up.
3-7 when both squads push the hill, 3-5-3. 3-4's gonna sell up shop and engage all the targets on the wall side.
Not like in this open field.
Come now,
You
open
guys
fields
liking
are
it, or
open fields are flat. There are no trees to shoot into.
Yep, when we get to that intersection ahead of us, just take a left.
Here's on Vic. Coming from south and southeast.
Here's an Vic. Now let's be advised.
Vic to the south, southeast.
If that Vic's coming down this road, go ahead and break up 10 meters to either side of the road.
It's not armed, let's pull off to the left.
Alright, break off the side of the road.
Whoever's holding a fucking AC4, put it the fuck down.
Clarify, we don't waste a rocket on a fucking bit.
Jesus Christ.
3-7, this is 4, be advised that Vic's turning around.
Alright, copy that. Everyone else, continue movement east.
3-3, go ahead and break off left towards the north, off the road.
On me.
3-4, go ahead and sit up.
On you.
Doing their own thing for a second.
In front of you, allow 3-3 to maneuver.
Action.
Push east. Push direct east. This is 3-4, solid copy, pushing direct east. This is 3-4, solid copy, pushing direct east.
What was that?
Crush these door logs, get online with the squad, and get ready to find out what the fuck they're shooting at us.
Check that.
Is anyone in it?
It's Gazis. Alright, leave vehicle. Alright, leave vehicle. Alright.
On me.
Squad to be advised, go ahead and push
Roger.
off the road.
P.S. if I ever say that, you don't know where the fuck I am, just tell me.
I will.
Shit. They're pushing over here to the right. Just under
Roger.
this deflating.
I mean, the orders were to kill shit, so.
Buildings to our front.
Want me to follow you?
No, you're fine, stay there for a sec.
Got a barn here to the left.
We're still moving. I just stopped the thermal scan.
Well, this is like a shack, but there's another barn to the left of us that has to be built.
I'll let the platoon take care of these buildings, we're gonna just keep moving. Don't get too far up into that deflate. Stay more down towards the road.
This is probably gonna go approach shortly, so can't let go.
On the northern side of the road and start heading towards that hilltop. At about a hold on for bearing at about a bearing of 059.
Within a click of a kill 353. Right, cross the road 3-4, get on the left hand side of the road, follow 3-3.
Shots left.
Contact north, get eyes up. Direct north.
Keep pushing.
Roger.
We want to get up to roughly where these fucking logs are up here, and then we're gonna break across the road to the left. Shit, BT up front.
Oh, right in front of us.
3-7, this is 4. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm great, I'm great, I'm good.
Okay, stay down.
Ooh, boom. That was just low.
Session is not allowing for we're going to be ready to check on frequency 3-1 over.
Push it up.
Ford is 731.
Push it up.
guys might add before we get into the position on the cell top, then you can start taking whatever the fuck you want.
That goes right to you. That was contact. No idea. I hear vehicle. He's behind a tree.
I'm pushing well in.
Roger, moving.
Contacts 326. Can't PID it. Hey, it's friendly.
326, I'll check. It's
It
friendly.
looks friendly. But I have
It's friendly.
There's no group around this, so they're obviously fighting at this point. Let's keep pushing.
Roger.
Yeah, we got the infantry back in front of us, let's get moving.
Yep, roger.
We always get in trouble for trying to be in front, so...
Shots to our right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
That's because that's where I fucking wanted to set up, and so it immediately started exploding, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I've lost station 3-1, say again.
Pretty sure that was wrong now.
4 copies, 4 out.
Wait, hold. Yeah.
And it.
I don't know much about how friggin' mortars interact with tree cover. All I know is that you just don't want it.
Yeah.
Would the hill actually be a good idea, or is that a little bit too covered for your taste?
The hill's too covered, we're gonna have to do our own thing.
Okay, apologies.
Yeah, that's alright, we'll sort it out.
Roger.
3-7, this is
Here in
4 on
vehicle
3-1.
to our right. That doesn't sound like it's on wheels.
Nope. Oh shit, they're actually crossing this. Okay, that's great for us. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I was gonna have to go to hard.
Okay.
Pull back
Roger.
here, we'll stack up with 3-3 and cross with him.
Forward to 731.
3-7, this is Force in traffic.
Go ahead and move at 3-3 at the time being. You should have enough
Goes
clearance
to
of
get
that
closer.
hilltop brick to send out to the fire mission once we get eyes towards the town. Over.
What copies all? With me, I'm moving bearing 076.
I'm on you.
Roger.
Forward to 731.
3-7, this is Force in traffic.
Go ahead and push south of 3-3's position.
Four
Definitely
copies,
track.
we'll hold here for a bit, we're putting some eyes out, and then we'll go ahead and move to our south.
Yep, this is going up BMP.
Forward to 731.
Send it for 4.
Go ahead and get your tubes off at northwest behind this building. That's directly west from 3-3's position. Over.
Copies. Yeah, eyes on that BMP.
Where at?
Bearing 0103.
We just went quiet.
Actual, this is Bravo. We still don't have eyes on the northeast, east side. Over.
Copy that. Just keep your eyes up for now, I guess.
3-7, this is 4 on 3-1.
Forward to 731.
374, be advised, reference Blue 4 marker 1024, approximate location BMP in town, over.
So like up before, interrogative. Are you good for to set up to fucking conduct fire missions from your current position? Over.
Bravo, we're gonna hold the tree line.
Ball's relocating time now, and then we'll be able to send out.
Didn't hear that on the radio, but I see that you're moving. I'm moving to you.
Copy that 479.
Yeah, I didn't say it on radio, so that'll be why.
Nah, you press it for a second.
I'm gonna go set you up in this little fucking courtyard here.
Roger.
Don't hit those fucking trees, that's all.
Yeah, it's gonna be alright.
I'm going back up the hill. If you get shot, tell me.
I'm coming to you.
No, you stay with the gun, because I'm going to tell you things to shoot at.
Oh, gotcha.
Roger. 7, this is 4 on 3-1.
I'm gonna get on the gun.
731.
7, this is all the advice for us that our mission's time now.
So like up before, stand by.
me a round count just to confirm that's resupplied.
32 resupply.
They're getting fucked up by AGS on the hill here.
God damn.
That BMP is still fucking moving.
Go ahead and pull towards northeast guns, definitely here around towards the
Gonna get off the gun so I can watch around me.
Roger.
I'm
trying to get you some good marks for some fire missions and we'll go from
of that MBT
Roger.
going behind buildings even further to the east of the town.
Hey, everyone, we got a closer kill.
4 is 731.
And if it's 4 on 3-1.
Request a 5 dive HE